anyone here tonight? Last time it took like 5 minutes for anyone to show. I guess I'm just gonna make a video. If anyone chimes in, you talk. I just killed a possum. Pretty cool. He would not leave me. He would not let me kill him. Kept on running from me. So. Oh, next time. I don't think YouTube likes me. There's one person, and that person went away. Of course, you can't tell who's in or who's not. Problem smoking a cigar today, everyone in the house has allergies. The kids, their noses have been fucked up all day, and they just pick corn. One thing about this cigar, I can't pronounce the name of it. It burns pretty well. This is a relight anyway. I smoked it Monday. Gonna smoke it all the way. I need to pick all my cans up and stuff. I need to clean this back porch off. Tell you something about cigars. So I learned that how cigars are measured and stuff. That was pretty cool. I don't know the measurement of this. This is a Maduro wrapper. Standing all right, but you have like the Churchill and the Toros, and it's based on measurements. Toros are usually 5 inches, around that 5.5 inch, and Churchills are 7.5 inches. I did not know that. So a Robustos are 6 inches. There we go. one's coming on. YouTube's definitely not caring about my cigars. I bet if I tag the videos somehow, maybe I get more views. Well, this sucks. I want people in the stream. Maybe this weekend I got someone to stream with me one day. I don't know what day. Truck taking off. Well, it's just me smoking a cigar. I have another cigar with me if I wanted to smoke this. There's one person popped in. Who is it? Is it NSA, CIA, or someone I know? Speak to me. Watch it go away. Yeah, it went away. What did I say? I had 4 people yesterday on the stream watching it. That was pretty interesting. To talk to a few people I haven't talked to in a little while. Dry Fire, Faith was on. He was on basically the whole time. The last 10 minutes I was talking with a guy about guns and possum killing. There's a person who's there. They're gonna disappear. Who is it? NSA? CIA? Who's there? And they leave. So I guess people are just scrolling and somehow find me. I got almost 800 subs. No, close to 700, like 670 something. So people are just scrolling and they see me and they, oh, I don't like that guy. I gained a lot of subs because of the dumpster diving videos, but haven't been doing it because I don't go anywhere at night. I did score 3 free pallets the other night though. That was cool. My plan is to take them all apart, a few of them all apart, a few of the certain pieces of wood, and I got one that's really long, and I'm gonna make a better roosting situation because all the chickens are combined now. There's a person. Who are you? It's gonna disappear. Yep. I wonder. I wish I could see who's like watching me. So I had like 7 or 8 views so far, but no one likes me. No, there's 1 like. So I got a like, but no views. Or no one's watching me but 1 like so far. There's 1 person. It's been 10 minutes. Who's in the thing? Ah. Hey, how you doing, man? You're the first one in the stream. Been 10 minutes. I forgot to tell the group chat that I was gonna go. I was gonna go last night and do a live stream, but just couldn't happen. How's your day been? Oh, you actually got a notification? I'm surprised they notified anyone. Long day at work, but not too bad. Yeah. I had a pretty good day. Not taekwondo today. I had a old student. She broke her arm like 8 months ago. She came back. She signed up today. So I moved her in the. She's 10 years old. I moved her in the teenager class. She did really well for not being there for 8 months. I told her mom and her, like, don't break your fucking arm again. We don't need that to happen. Other than that, I worked the kids hard. I made them run and sweat. Like, I was tired. I killed a possum before I came on here. A little one by the chicken pen. And that motherfucker kept on running. Yeah. I'm gonna go to the scrapyard tomorrow. I'm gonna take probably, I don't know, 50, 60 pounds of copper. And then whatever else I can grab. But the mosquitoes have been so bad back there. Finally died down. I'm gonna take all the compressors. That's what I'm gonna take. All the compressors, aluminum, and then all the copper that I have processed. So I'm hoping for probably a $500 or $600 paycheck tomorrow, something like that, depending on what I take. But like I said, the mosquitoes have been so bad out there. Like you walk out there and they just literally eat you alive. So I'm a week behind my planned schedule. Yeah, it's nice. It's gonna be a nice paycheck. I definitely need it right now. I think everyone does. And then I'll add up the money. Because I went to the bank last week. I was with my wife. We stopped at the bank. And I had left one of the big checks here. And I totally forgot about it. I'm like, most of that money's going to your father anyway. So I have to go to the bank tomorrow and get some cash and pay him, make him happy. Did you see that video on what's it called, the DNC, where Kamala and them, where they was voting, that Matt Walsh crashed the party? Did you see that yet? It's on social media now. But he was dressed up in his little wig. Oh, you have to look it up. It's funny. It's freaking hilarious. They was doing an interview and he was behind there and kept on not interrupting, but kept on showing his face to the camera. That's the ultimate troll. Like, I control people online all day long and get blocked by tons of people and get hated, but that's the ultimate troll to fly or drop somewhere and do that. Yeah, you definitely need to, man. It's funny as hell. And the crazy thing is, no one there knew who he was. Like no one knew who he was until after the fact. I can't wait until all the Democrats really hate him more because of all the movie he just released. What is it? What is racism, or am I racist? Whatever it is. He's dressed up like that guy. He's dressed all up. I wish I could troll people like that. But I have been trolling people on Instagram. Not really like trolling anyone specific, but every time the OnlyFans models or the sororities pop up on my feed, I make awesome comments to them about their dance moves and about their lifestyles, and 99% of them block me. I don't know why. I'm giving them advice, but for some reason they don't like my advice. Yeah, it is funny. I did I was watching a few of the idiot reels, and the same lady keeps popping up, and she's like a famous OnlyFans whore, and I've been putting lately IQ of 40, body count of 1,000 on there, and literally I save the video and come back to it 5 minutes later, instantly gets blocked, 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 blocked. I had someone reply to me on something similar I said, and they said, "No one's treading on you." In my picture, no one's treading on you. You know, you just need to keep your mouth shut. And I just replied with a clown emoji, and then it got blocked. Yeah, some people are crazy. Hell, the possum videos I did on YouTube, the few like I have maybe 3 or 4 possum videos of me killing that big possum. I got like 4 or 5 thousand views on that, and all the comments, like minus a couple, minus you guys, was just people not understanding why I killed a possum. But I never been blocked on any of them. So you don't try hard enough. I get bored at night and I can't sleep, and I just play on Instagram. I restrain myself a lot of times, but if I'm just scrolling around, I have to comment. There's a few times I've commented, I'm like, shit, Instagram is going to take me down, because Instagram's worse than YouTube. But a lot of times, I can't reply on videos. Like, if I reply to Redbone or Freedom Inc., I can't reply to his videos sometimes. They just right appear. You have to write in code, which you know the drill. It sucks. I don't want to censor myself. I did a post year plus ago on Instagram. It was a story, and it was uh, Canada boy is Hitler. That's all I wrote. Like, he's like Hitler. And I literally got it deleted, got 24 hours banned from doing a lot of things. And I was given a strike, and I had to play on treaded water for a little while. Oh yeah, all the time. Comments disappear all the time. Been saying that for years. I mean, you can't even write nothing even nice to someone if you're red flagged. All of us, you know, the NSA watches all of us. They don't like the community that we have, or the group chat. You know, they listen to that, which I think is funny. They take the time to listen to us. Really? Of course they would. That's stupid. The thing that pisses me off about that thing disappearing, it will pop up on my phone and say someone commented, and you go on there and it's gone. You go on YouTube Studios, it's gone, and then they reply later, like, "Oh, I replied to you, didn't see it." They don't want you guys to be together anymore. That's the problem. I bet she's not saying nothing bad. They just hide it for whatever bullshit reason they can think of. Probably, yeah. You're a straight white male. That's the problem. That's the whole problem. That's why we are getting blacklisted. Because we don't fit in with their bullshit. Oh, speaking about that, yeah. Um, there was a video. I forget who released it, but they went to Nicaragua. If I'm saying that right, and they asked what non-binary was over there, and the people didn't understand, like the language is over there, whatever language it is. I might be saying, it might have been Morocco, I don't know. Anyway, the point of it, they went to another country, and they asked them what non-binary was, and couldn't answer. They had me pretty, Yep. It's crazy that they are forcing that shit. You can't be you can't be straight anymore. You can't be normal anymore. But if you go outside the U.S., a lot of places that are not normal in a lot of areas, especially the traditional places, um, they don't have trans or non-binary or any of that shit. Hell, even Thailand don't even have that. They have them gays that dress up, but none of them are trying to overthrow anything. Yeah, I've seen that too. It's pretty bad when the African tribes that are that a lot of the Democrats would probably yell at and say that they are oppressed, that they don't want nothing to do with us because of that reason, because of what the Democrats have done and what Oprah's done over there and all that shit. Oh, she gave them clean water. Okay. She didn't. It's a scam. She's friends with Weinstein and Epstein and all those people. There's a video of them at the DNC of like the Palatine, was it no Hamas protesters, and they interviewed one. It's crazy what they believe in. Like how can you believe all that shit? Gates and them shot. Yeah, they actually have. Yeah, I've seen that before. They actually had a God, I can't think of the movie. I have to text it to you. There's a movie that they did a document. It was based on the truth and stuff, and they sent they send medicine over there to help them, but they have like used needles and unsterilized stuff, and that's why there's a lot of diseases in some of those third world countries because they send stuff over there to help, but it's not safety protocol, and it's like you're gonna help people, but you're gonna give them other diseases. Like, really? How about you help Americans first, also, but stop asking me to donate money to some stupid cause. You know, Gates is a part of fucking everything. Yep, 100%. Yes, that's what we should do. They won't fucking do it though. They'd never do it. They don't care. Every time I go to Dollar General, which I don't go there that much anymore, but there's one like 5 minutes from the road I usually take home, so I stop there and get something. And they always ask me donate, $1 to this cause or whatever bullshit it is. I'm like, no, I can barely afford what I'm buying now. Why should I donate? Like, I don't mind helping people out, but I'd rather help them face to face out, not donate to some company and then they donate it. Because a lot of that shit, you donate it and it says only so many pennies goes to the cause. It doesn't cost $90 to send off $10. But there's other. I was talking to a guy actually today. He owns the alcohol store. I train his kids, and great dude. Yeah. So they say. If we actually had the chance to look at their books and look at where they put the money at, we would be. Everyone in America should be up in arms and yell at them companies. I think the only two that are probably somewhat legit is Feed America and St. Jude Hospital. I've never really heard anything bad. I never heard anything bad about them two organizations. Every other organizations I've already heard ups and downs of each place. But I was talking to the guy today, and like he's full fuck the government type of dude. He deals with the government all the time since he owns an alcohol store. He deals with the state SLED, the state police, and they come to his businesses all the time. Make sure that he's paying his taxes. Oh yeah, yep, that's how they do it. That's how they fucking do it. That's what we need to do. The so I talked with the guy and I said I seen a video. This black dude, he was disabled. He was getting $17 a month in food stamps. But the illegal immigrants right now are getting like $2,500, $3,000 on food stamps because they had a receipt from wherever, and it showed how much money was left on the card. And he's like, I'm only getting $17, and he's disabled. I don't know if he's a veteran or not. I don't want to pay the illegal immigrants anything. Funny you said about the nonprofit though. I actually got asked today about nonprofit from a student of my mom. A student, Caleb. He's a student here. He's been here, helped me with the chickens and stuff. His mother, big into the church. She's retired, and they're trying to do some good for the community. And a lady there wants to start a nonprofit, a women's shelter, and asked me if I want to do some of that accounting work if they get approved. They got approved from I think the state or the county. I don't know if they got approved from the state yet, but she was going over it with me. And I said it's basic work. I said, but the question is how much money you're going to make. Like you got approved to be a 501c3, that's great, but how much money you're going to make, how much money you're going to bring in. Like if it's only an hour work a month, I don't mind doing it. Like it's not that hard, but you have to understand a nonprofit, you can lose it, and the IRS will come and tax the shit out of you in a heartbeat. Two people in the chat. Who else is coming in? So she asked me about that. I said, yeah, I'll get everything straight. I'll be glad to. I mean, it's basic numbers and what you bring in, what you do. But she donates time to another shelter, and how they do it, how they get money. That they get, she told me they get $1.83, if I'm saying that correctly, $1.83 every time. Every time they donate something, like they get a tax credit. Yes, it's going to be part of her church that she goes to. They're going to make it part of her church. It's for, there's no, in the county I live in, there's no women's shelter, and that's what they want to do. She wants to, like, domestic violence, women safety, whatever, giving food to kids and women, single parents. So I'm like, well, you guys want to do that, set it up, and I'll be glad to help you as much as I can. Like, I took the classes. She asked me if I was certified to do it. I'm like, I guess I am. I might have to run over some of the laws, but it's pretty basic. It's nothing too hard. But yeah, I'll put a Ford Raptor in the church organization and make it my personal vehicle every day. I got 2 people watching. TLR is 1, and then whoever else is other, comment. I did a live stream Monday, and Dry Fire Faith was in here in the chat. He was on the chat for over an hour talking with me, talking about everything and anything. That was cool. I haven't talked with him in a year plus. Yeah. He said that he went to Canada last month to pick up his brother. His brother's in the military, and he lost his phone, so he's on his backup phone. He's on his work phone, so the number that we have is no good. He told us that because Freedom Inc. was in the chat also, and told us that. But he's doing good. I was surprised he was the first one in. Started talking to me. I'm like, damn. So I told him everything. He told me everything was going on. Yeah, he's a solid dude. It's the craziest thing about this YouTube shit that I've been doing and we've all been doing is we actually talk to each other outside. Like, I talked to him about putting his kids in martial arts before, like, in detail. Like, he follows my other Taekwondo page. And it's really cool that you could do that online. I never got into video games or anything. I've always knew people like play video games and they make friends and they play all the time, but we made friends because of political stuff. Just through the comment sections of different YouTubers. Actually, I found Freedom Inc. off of Guns and Gadgets. I found his channel on there, and he was roasting a fucking dude about guns and like the law. And I've never seen anyone roast that hard. Like, I thought I was pretty good. And I'm like, damn, it was like 60 some comments to that first, comment. And I started watching them, and he had, I think all them videos are deleted now. He didn't have many videos. He had probably like 50 subs, and they just kept on going. Yeah, he commented all the time on there, and then we started bashing him because I watched Guns and Gadgets every Monday is a morning coffee thing. I watch it every Monday religiously for a year plus. And then I started watching Freedom, and then we started talking on the phone, and it just went from there. And he started telling me, like, you need to make videos, man. You really do. Like, you comment hard, make some videos. And I'm like, okay, fine. I finally fucking do it. Him and Patriotic Constitutionalist, them two guys, they told me to do it, and I said fine, I'll fucking make a video. So I started making the small videos, and then finally got used to the damn camera. And then I found Redbone on Freedom Inc. He was commenting, and I just clicked on him because I never seen Redbone Smith, and I clicked on it, and he had one video up, and I said, "That's a cool video, man. I'm gonna sub to your channel." And he deleted the video, and he posted another video like 2 days later, and that was the video I reposted. And then Freedom texts me or commented, I think he texted me or something. He's like, "Hey, who's that guy? Like, do you know him in real life?" I said, "Nope, I don't know him. I just was talking to him online." He's like, "Man, I need to get a hold of him." And then the history is a history. We posted his videos like 3 times and got him some subs. I try to do it for someone else too. Get him someone else had a small channel. I was talking to him, but he was such a diehard Trump supporter really quickly that I was like, fine. You want to go over there and believe in Trump, go ahead. I just left him where he was. I don't even think I'm subbed to him anymore. Who else is watching? I got 2 people. Yeah. It is. Because you got most of the people all in the Ohio or Tennessee area, and then I'm down here in fucking South Carolina. I think everyone in the group chat's up in that way, and I'm the only one down here in the bottom of nowhere. And then we got a couple people in Texas, because Dry Fire's in Texas, and then Redbone's in Pennsylvania. Yeah, NG, Colorado. Yeah, I forgot about that. You know, you guys are all over there. Is where you live is Mountain Time in your area? What time zone? Because NG was texting the other day asking about that Eastern time. I said, yeah, 2 hours. It's 2 hours difference where he is. Okay, so same time zone as me. Okay. I think part of Tennessee is a different time zone, isn't it? It's all freaking crazy how it works. Why can't America just be all the same fucking time zone? Makes no sense. Central, there we go. That's what I was. Another one. Alright. Yeah, I don't know my time zones. Okay. They picked the corn around us for the most part. They picked the whole front field. They picked a couple passes to the side, so that possum that I killed probably came out the cornfield. But looks like it's really thick really thick grass. So there'll be a lot of corn they missed. I can't wait. My goal is to get 20 bags of corn. Fill up 20 bags and probably more than that, but at least 20. 20 bags, 2 bags a month, 2 to 3 bags a month. It will save me a lot of money. I mean, $15 a bag, but if I can fill them up, put like 100 pounds in each bag, that'd be even better. opening, and if I take it all apart, just leave it on the stick. Yeah, that makes no sense either. How it goes. There's Tech T. What's up, man? How are you doing? I seen a couple of Tech T. I seen a couple of your memes that you sent. I think you sent Freedom or NG, and they sent it to the group chat. Fucking hilarious. Yeah, he's been killing it on the fucking memes. Yeah. Yeah, you have to have a propane burner to do all that. I want to do that. That'd be fun to do, but it ain't. I mean, it's just for fun. It ain't worth doing for me for what I'm doing. Maybe one day, maybe the next thing to play with. I've melted lead before and cast aluminum, but I actually melted lead and had them in bars. All the old lead. We had two 5-gallon buckets of lead weights, and we melted them down. Me and my brother, and he used some to weigh down. He drilled a hole in them, weigh down his duck decors. Probably still has them, and the rest of them eventually I took to the scrapyard as is. Made what 50 cents a pound, whatever it was, but it's fun melting down shit. I wish I had that. I'll be right back. I'm gonna get a drink. I had two of them. That's when I was like 17 years old. But I melted them all down and took all the steel pieces out, and then eventually took it to the scrapyard. I forget my dad had them. He had them in the wood, like we found them stashed in the old cars. But yeah, we melted them down, and that was before I ever even thought about YouTube or anything. It would have been a cool video. Me and my brother did it like on Christmas break. We had a big fire and we melted it all down, and had a little piece of metal with a hole in it. We tried to use a brick, and of course the brick blew up in our face, and we found out how hot bricks was and lead was. And so we had a piece of metal, and it was a hole in it, so we just had it on a piece of steel, piece of metal, and then poured it in there, and it poured good. We used like soup cans and then like coffee cans until they burned out, but it worked fine. And then probably a year or so later, we didn't need them, whatever he used, but I took him to the scrapyard. It was cool, but the cast aluminum melted actually cooler the way it melted because it was painted and it made different flames. Message retracted. I had my run of copper. Which was all on my arms. Oh. Mm-hmm. It is. I always wanted to burn, like, melt the glass down. I know people have done that before, like the freaking bottles, but never been able to do that. If the mosquitoes are not too bad next week, my plan is to to organize the copper, finish it up, take another load. Watch a video of glass blown as a kid, thought it looked fun. Oh yeah, that shit's fun as hell. But you know how hot them rooms are to do all that shit? Oh hell no. Be cool to maybe do one time, but for a living, making all that handmade glass, it's cool how they do it. Like, oh yeah, how it was invented. We're gonna take sand, we're gonna melt the sand, and then we're gonna blow in it and make this cool picture frame of some type. Fit my hand. I moved all the baby chickens yesterday. T. That was some hard work. I worked out scrapping, and then it was like 11:45, and I'm cutting, so I'm not eating breakfast. I'm starving myself, and I said, okay, it's time to go eat lunch because I'm about to fucking pass out. And I'm like, shit, let me go and see this chicken pen situation. So I went and did the chicken pen, organized it the way I wanted it, closed off the doors. And I said, okay, it looks cool. I'm gonna move some chickens in. Well, I said, I'm gonna only move like 50 in. I moved all of them, 117 chickens. I put 20 at a time in the crate, moving them, so it wasn't too hard. But I was soaked. I was so fucking done. That's why last night I didn't do a live stream. Me and my wife had to discuss a few things, and then when she said, "Oh, you can go, smoke a cigar if you want to," I'm like, "It's 11:30 at night, and then I have to work tomorrow and deal with bullshit. I know, paperwork and stuff." I said, "I'm gonna be tired as hell." Because I was like, I might go out there and scrap a little bit. And I didn't. I'm like, nope. I'll clean up the house as best as I can. We sold 8, 9, 10, 11. We sold 12 dozen eggs in the past 2 days. My wife sold 12 dozen eggs. So I had to, this morning, clean some eggs off. I had literally 2 buckets, and I had just enough eggs to fill the order. I had literally 1 egg extra, but it was cracked. So I threw it out and fed it to the rooster that's still outside. I didn't let the chickens out today because they picked corn. I didn't want them to get all fucked up and get confused in the cornfield. But I know the chickens are going to go in the cornfield tomorrow, which is great. Let them get all the bugs, find all the critters, all the corn that's been knocked down. And them chickens are funny as hell too. They will chase the squirrel and steal the corn from the squirrel. And then every time I try to pull up my phone and do it, they stop doing whatever funny they're doing. But there was a squirrel had it, and then two roosters chased him. He dropped the corn, and they started pecking the corn. I'm like, them poor squirrels are gonna starve to death because you guys are stealing shit. Scrambled eggs with grilled onions all day long. I love scrambled eggs, but I don't like onions. I'm getting probably about, right now, 60 eggs a day. I didn't get the eggs today because I left them all in. But, so tomorrow I'll probably get like 60 to 80 eggs, if not more, when I get them. Maybe over 100, I don't know. But we're fully out of eggs because we sold everything, and then I've tossed a lot of eggs out because I wanted to clean the pen. And that was hard fucking work. It was 2 hours of me cleaning that pen. And then I quit and then went back the next day and cleaned the rest of it out. And tomorrow or this weekend, I'm gonna have to fucking put some new roofs because I got all them pallets now. I couldn't find pallets for a long time, and now I have tons of pallets. So I don't mind with onions. God, you guys add a lot of shit in it. I put cheese in mine. That's it. But lately, the kids they love fried eggs, so I've been coming to the fried eggs things. You see, I don't like onions. I can't have onions. It's not for me. I can do cheese and bacon, all that shit. You know, grits, eggs, bacon, all the good stuff. But the kids will eat an egg, almost one, sometimes two eggs every morning. This morning they wanted noodles. And I said, okay, if you pee on the potty, I'll go cook noodles. And when they got up at 6:45 this morning, and my alarm was set for 7:15, I'm like, God damn it. It's like, I'm cooking noodles, I guess. But I don't know if you guys, where you guys live, ever heard of egg in a hole? You take a piece of bread, you put a hole in it, and you crack the egg in it, and then you toast it, cook it up. It's like a poor man's French toast kind of thing. That's fucking delicious. I can do those all the time. I did those when I first started lifting weights. I would eat 3 or 4 of them a day every breakfast. And then I would hate cleaning up the kitchen because I would make such a mess. But now I got it better where I understand how to clean as I go. I switched from pork bacon to turkey bacon. Don't know why. It just tastes better. Turkey bacon's good. Turkey sausage is really fucking good too. I've tried that. I've had all that. I've had both at the same time. Don't matter to me. Any type of bacon. I don't care what it is. Oh yeah, my grandma used to call them bird nest. Yeah, that's the other word, bird nest. And we call them egg in a hole. I've heard bird nest. There's another name for them, but them are freaking delicious. My grandma always made them. Every time I stay over here at the house, she would always make them in the morning for me. Me and my brother would always have those. Most people have pancakes on Sunday morning. We would always have egg in the holes. But we would go down the night before or the morning, grab the eggs ourselves, and crack the eggs. And then if we camped outside, we would cook the eggs on the fire. And you get a little bit, ash in the egg. It's all good. It's just more protein. But nothing's like cooking like your grandma. Your grandma cooked the best. And then cooking on the fire outside is even better. Somehow that smoke taste, that wood taste, leaves taste really good. But yeah, I tried turkey bacon not that long ago. And I had turkey bacon before. Turkey sausage, I tried that. Really delicious. All of it's delicious. And then my brother, he killed a couple pigs, wild pigs, 2 years ago, 3 years ago, and we had a shitload of wild bacon, a wild sausage, sorry. and then they do the deer sausage. The smoke, yeah, the smoke really adds to it, man. It adds like 15 grams of protein, man. It's something about it. I told my wife, I said, we need to do that with the kids. I said, we need to have a little fire out here one night, especially this winter, cook marshmallows and stuff. They love marshmallows, but cook them on the fire and cook some eggs and sit out here in the back porch and let them do it. The best way. Yeah, I agree. Smoke. This is a dollar some cigar. You see how smoky it is compared to that $7 cigar. It lasted like over 2 hours. Well, tonight, and then yesterday was like hour plus. That's done. That's a good damn cigar. I don't even know what it's a Mondo. It's a Mondo, whatever the hell it's called. Wrapper. I can't remember the name of it. It's really good. This one's a Dutch Master, cheap cigar. I wanted to get rid of this one anyway. Then I got my cigars coming in hopefully tomorrow. My good pack of good premium cigars. Well, cheap premium cigars. I have a picture of it. I should have sent it to the group chat. I cooked Monday night. I cooked pork chops and mashed potatoes. I pulled those fuckers out the oven. They look so good, and I'm telling you right now, they was the best thick pork chops I ever cooked that I ever had. I don't know. I should be a fucking chef or something. Yes, this week it has cooled down. Last week, like freaking Wednesday, was no lie like 106 degrees. Today, it was like 86 with a humidity of 20. It's a nice little breeze. It's cool out. It's probably like a nice 70-ish, right around that. It's really nice outside. Last week is terrible. 2 weeks ago, it was the couple days before the storm. Me and Andrew was working, and we took 2 loads to the scrapyard. We made like $1,800. It was 111 degrees that day. The amount of water I was making that kid drink, I was like, you need to drink more water. And tonight he was complaining of a headache. I'm like, how many bottles of water you have? He said, one all day. That's all you had? He said, yeah. I'm like, dude, I know you're in school, but you need to drink more water. You're 16 now. You need to drink a lot more water than that. But yeah, it's way better. And then picking the corn, it smells like fresh cut corn, and my mom mowed, so it smells like fresh cut grass. I bush hogged yesterday a little bit. It's so nice out here. 111 degrees sucked ass. The humidity was 80 degrees, 80%. You walk outside to let the chickens out in the morning, your ass was sweating by the time you come back in. Yes, summer went by fast. It did. It flew by. I don't know, just moving in here, I'm living on my own now, living with my wife, or what, but last summer went by so slow. And after July 4th, it's gone now. Everyone's back in school, everyone's back in place, and well, the thing down here, we had a drought. We had no rain for 6 weeks. So the end of May, all of June, and most of July, we had no rain. And then we had a couple rainstorms. And then that hurricane came in and actually flooded us a little bit. It was. Down here, it was the hottest fucking thing. It was 111 degrees a couple days in a row. Like, even the weather people was saying it was hot. My tomatoes died. Like, I got 2 pickings out of the tomatoes. Like, when they first came, like, into May, 1st of June. I watered that garden 3 times a day, had the sprinklers on. The sun killed it. Same thing with the sunflowers. They just couldn't survive. And the corn, I grew 5 rows of sweet corn and some Indian corn. I only got four things of Indian corn. Everything else I mowed down. Nothing to even give to the chickens. I don't know if it's climate change or it's just fucking hot because of whatever, but you know, all the leftists are gonna say it's climate change, but it was just a hot fucking summer. And then them logging over there, pushing all the fucking mosquitoes over. What kind of squash? What kind of squash you're growing? Because we got some zucchini out of it and some yellow squash, and then we got a shitload of cucumbers. I never did good in cucumbers. We did great in cucumbers this year, like 5 or 6 bags full of cucumbers. The kids kept eating them all the time, eating them right out the garden. They thought that was the coolest thing ever. Barely any tomatoes. Got a shitload of peppers, and then we got 7 or 8 watermelon and a pumpkin. We had more watermelon, but my chickens decided to eat the watermelon. I got really mad. Probably shouldn't have got mad the way I did, but I did. But all the chickens survived my madness. But I pulled up all the squash. I got you. They probably did cross with something. It's easy to do. We made our own. Like, you ever heard of spaghetti squash? We made our own of those before tons of times. They cross between all the zucchini and the crook necks and all that, and it makes a weird shape. I just cut it up, feed it to the chickens because I don't know what to do with it, and I don't eat that shit anyway. I like growing it. I know I'm weird, but I love growing all that stuff. But I hate eating it. But next year I'm gonna plow the garden a little bit different, and hopefully and put the tomatoes in a little bit different area, and buy another hose so I can actually water the fucking thing. I think if it rained once a week, the garden would have went fine. You see, you guys probably have like another month up there of summer, or probably something like that. Well, yeah, maybe, I don't know. We still technically in summer, but your gardening season is a little bit later than mine. I start planting in freaking right around spring break time is when I plant everything. Some people still have snow on the ground. Yeah, you plant them about a month later. Yeah. Some people around here plant 2 gardens. They plant like they plant usually 1st of May at the latest, and then they plant usually June or so, plant like another crop. I did that for cucumbers, but because of the sun, I couldn't do nothing. The weeds grew in the garden, like really good weeds, and the flowers grew. But even the sunflowers, they wilted down. Like, I've grown sunflowers for years. Always had a few in the garden and would cut them off. And I only have 3 heads that I salvaged. All of them just, they didn't do anything because the sun just was brutal. I think if it rained once a week, it would have been way different summer. It would have been way cooler. Maybe the humidity would have been up, I don't know, but it would have been way different. The, the grass would have grown, the garden would have been good. We would have been in a fucking drought. Because I went to the scrapyard all summer long, and like the amount of dust, oh my god. You would come home, usually you dirty, doing all that shit, but you just come home dusty. Like, I need to clean my truck out now. I was going to go tonight after work, but I left work late. So so I didn't get home until like 8:30. Usually I get home before 8, but I was gonna go and stop, but I was in flip-flops too, so I didn't stop anywhere to go wash my truck. I was gonna really wash the shit out of it with a pressure washer. I'm like, I can do it at home. Might do that tomorrow because all the mosquitoes. Squash cucumbers do the best, sunflowers don't. Okay. I've never been good with cucumbers until this year. Berries, I have berry bushes out there, my granddad's. They, they, I haven't went to my neighbors yet to check their berries, see if they have some I can steal. But the birds eat them, the mockingbirds, whatever, eat them off. The few that we would get, like I picked a few off and let the kids eat them, but there was nothing amount to anything. Like I think there's 7 or 8 blueberry bushes and then a couple blackberry bushes. And like I wish they grew, I wish they did better, but squash for me is 50-50. Usually it's not good. Usually it's good, then the sun rots them out, rots the plant. But I've always been good with peppers and tomatoes, especially tomatoes. I can grow. You've probably seen pictures of them before, of all the tomatoes I grow. I love growing tomatoes. There's something about growing something from a little seed to make it big. Watermelon. I wanted to grow pumpkin. I got one. But I wanted to get those big pumpkins. But since there was no rain. But you ever grow sweet corn? I really wanted to grow sweet corn this year. Like I tilled the whole back side of it with the tiller. Worked my ass out doing it. But just it didn't go well. Next year I'll plant a little bit earlier and hopefully change some things. I got blueberries, raspberries, all good this year. Okay. We have wild I can't even pronounce the last one, elderberries around here. And my granddad from New York State, he always loved those. He said, "Oh, them are the best damn berries," and he got them. He picked them, the wild ones. He's like, they just grow wild. Pick them and made jelly. Like he loved it. I thought it was a little too tart for me. I love homemade blueberry jelly and blackberry jelly. I did pick some wild blackberries out there in the field, a couple boxes, a couple little container fulls. My mom cooked them up and made pies out of them. But we don't have raspberries. I never had raspberries. And mulberries, never heard of them. I probably heard of them, I just don't know them off the top of my head. But I would love to get the berry situation good for next year, but I have to research it some more. I'm not good in that. I really want to get the fucking sweet corn. That was my plan. The kids will buy them big packs that are cut sweet corn. They will eat 2 or 3 of them every time we cook sweet corn. So I'm like, well, shit. If I do 5-6 rows of sweet corn, we fill the freezer up. Nope, didn't get one damn thing. I did, raise all them chickens, so that's good. I'm actually gonna trade. I'm gonna do a trade with an old buddy of mine. I haven't seen him in a little while because he got a new job, and I got married and all that shit. So I haven't really seen him, and we're gonna trade a couple of the meat chickens. He's gonna give me some catfish for it. I said, I'll give you some eggs too if you want something. Oh, fuck yeah. I'll probably meet him this weekend. Gonna have tons of red hips this year too. They taste okay. Are they like the good trade? Yes, sir. Catfish. Oh, fucking fried catfish all day long. Grilled, fried. I got catfish from a lady a couple years ago. and we cooked it in the air fryer, like in the oven air fryer. Oh my god, it's freaking delicious. I ate it all. No one else, no one else in my mom's, like my mom, stepdad, my brother, they don't eat fish. My wife said she would try it, but she's not a fish eater. Do them red hips kind of grow like cranberries? The same kind of thing, or different bushes? Because cranberries are hard to, well, not hard to grow. You put them in water, right? Just a different variation of it. Make jelly out of it. At the store, they have this one. I'll send you a picture if you want me to. This one it's seedless blackberry jelly. It's freaking delicious. Okay, I got you. That's cool. So you had a pretty flower, and then you have what's left. Okay, dual purpose there. That's why I like growing the sunflowers. They look pretty. They attract all the bees, and then you get, like last year, I had like fucking 40 heads, like big heads of sunflowers, and I saved a bag full, and then I would take two at a time, or depending on what the day was, and I would throw them out to the chickens, and they had food for almost 3 weeks. But I can't wait to get that catfish. I'll probably go this weekend and take him some eggs and 2 dozen eggs and probably two chickens. He said give him whatever I can, and then I want to do the meat chickens again. So if I see some meat chickens, I'm gonna buy some. Probably. I like doing that. I might do a different breed. I might look up all that shit down the road. Maybe beginning of next year. Be cool to see a possum again. Or fox or something. Catfish blackened with some Cajun spices is good too. Okay. You mean like charred? What you mean by blackened? I've had grilled, air fried, and then of course, like catfish nuggets. But something about catfish, it just melts in your fucking mouth. Okay, I got you. Char it a little bit, put some seasoning on it. Well, if he gives me a shitload of it, I'd try all different methods. Because I'd be probably the only one in the house eating it. The best place right now around here, because everything's expensive, Dollar Tree has tons of seasonings. They have Cajun seasonings, spices, all that. I bought basically every single one, and I mix them and make my own little thing. And that's what I did with them pork chops. I did that. I mixed it with Italian seasoning and some salt, and then I put just a tad bit of some type of barbecue sauce on it. Put it in the thing for like 30 minutes. Oh, it melted in your fucking mouth. And having cheesy mashed potatoes with it was great too. Yeah, me too, man. The problem is I started my cut Monday, so I was at 4,000 calories. Now I'm at 2,500 calories. So I can go a little bit over today because I really killed it at the gym and Taekwondo. Like, I worked the kids out, so I worked myself out. So I think it said I burned 1,200 calories at Taekwondo and like 600 calories at the gym, some shit like that. Plus, the treadmill was like 50 calories. But trying to get stronger. I'm gonna deadlift all next week. That's my plan. And I'm gonna get some fucking steak in this house and cook a couple steaks next week. We have a Blackstone right here. We just need to clean it up and be perfect this weekend to cook some steak or some. I might buy some steak tomorrow at the Food Line on the Blackstone. Some thin cut steaks sounds really nice right now. That sucks. That sucks being sick, man. I swear, when I had food poisoning a few months ago, I wasn't myself for like 3 weeks. I really wasn't. It sucks being freaking hunched over all day. My goal right now is to. I'm 227. I'm 6'5". I'm 227. My goal is to get 210. So I worked on chest today and abs. That's what I worked on. Yesterday I did bench press, abs, chest, and then delts. And then next week I'm just gonna do deadlift. And I just like lifting that shit. Because I swear, because I focus on chest, I got weak on even the Smith machine feels too strong. Like, I was only doing 155, and I was like, I've done 215 on here, or 210, whatever it was. I think 215. I just felt really, really weak because I haven't been doing it. So I'm like, okay, next week I'm bringing all my stuff in, my straps and stuff, and I'm gonna deadlift for 20 minutes, and then bench press for 20 minutes, and then run on the treadmill for 20, and that'd be an hour, and then do whatever else I want. I'm thinking about, I don't know when I can do it, maybe tomorrow, maybe sometime this weekend, be nighttime, is to do the multiple people on here. So get some people on here and actually talk and see if we can actually have a live stream with like 10 or 20 people watching. If you want to do that, be my guest. We can set that shit up. Talk about whatever. I think that'd be interesting to do. I know a few people have done it, but I want to get Redbone on here also. Get him to live stream and talk a little bit. But we can talk about why we're all going to vote for Kamala and why she's the best president, even though she hasn't done anything in 4 years to better this country. We still need to vote for her because she is a black, Indian, Asian woman of color, and her laugh makes everyone else laugh. What a shit show this is all. It is, it really is. Like, the people that are running the country are mentally ill. Then you have a candidate that really and truly thinks he's God, and everyone that supports him thinks he's God. And then you have this woman that is running for president, and no one's elected her. Like she had zero delegates when she ran for office. Like she has no one to support her, but everyone has to support her now. And the president that we have has no brain cells. Like he's not even in the spotlight because he doesn't even know where he's at. But I think it's hilarious though that even people that I know, like my father-in-law, loves Trump because he's oblivious to a lot of things and he won't listen to me. We talked politics a few times. He don't like my opinions, but the Democrats can't keep Trump's name out of their mouth. They have to say his name every day. They are so addicted to him. Like, ask him on a date already. Like, stop saying his name and already go out with him. Like, be done with it. But they can't stand him so much they have to talk about him. I can't stand a lot of people, but I don't talk about Kamala every day or freaking any of them. I'm seriously. Mm-hmm. Exactly. We are stupid to them. That's literally. Yeah. There was a video of AOC, this awesome smart person, and she was talking about running a business and how it was like racist, or there was another word. God, I can't think of it. Anyway, she was like, let's say you own a t-shirt company and it costs you $1 to make the t-shirt and you sell it for $5. Then you made $4 profit, and that's not right because people need to buy t-shirts and you should only sell it for $1. And like, mind you, she sells those tax the rich t-shirts for like 80 fucking dollars. Like, they have no concept of reality at all, and no concept of supply and demand, and how, like, for example, like the gas, when we first had the gas crisis and they relieved the Federal Reserve of gas. They literally took 3 days worth of gas in America, put it out in public. We already paid for it, sold it to us again to help it go down. The gas didn't go down, it went up. You made it go up. Basically doubled it overnight. Seriously, and then people actually support them though. That's the thing that just blows my mind. I don't okay. So here's the thing that just blows my mind even more. I don't like Trump, but I can give you a couple things that I think he did good in, and I can give you like a shitload of bad things he did, right? And then for like Biden or something, they can't say anything he's done good. They can't say nothing he's done good. And it's like, then why do you support him? Why do you support Kamala? Yes, it is. Oh, how many people think they're right? Everyone's right. That's the problem. They they are they are like that, and they won't even talk to you. You ask them a question like, "Okay, why do you support this person? What policy is the best policy?" And they can't tell you. Kamala has a terrible track record. I mean, she is the one reason California is ruined. And then they said, it's about race and about equality and diversity and all that. She put 1,500 black people in prison over marijuana, and then gloated herself for smoking weed, and then saying, no, we're not going to do that anymore. We're going to decriminalize it. Well, you prosecuted it. You put people in jail, prison. You ruined people's lives. And now you're trying to fix that shit? No, you're not. You're pandering for votes is all you're pandering for. They're really good at pandering. I mean, both of the parties are really good for pandering, but all of them are good for pandering. But the Democrats, They are really, really good at pandering. The only way to make people equal is to bring everyone down to the lowest level. True. 100%. 100%. But unfortunately, you have certain people that think they're better than everyone. That, it's just frustrating. There's certain people that are, oh, I'm better than you. I'm better than you. I'm better than you. Because I do this for a living, or I do this, or this is my, this is my dad, this is my mom, this is whatever. No. No, no, no. It doesn't work that way. And then, like, the OnlyFans whores and all that is even worse. That they believe they don't need a man. Like, most women now, oh, I don't need a man. I don't need a man. Well, if you're, water leaks in the house, who's going to come fix it? 99% of man's going to come and plumb and do the plumbing. Who's going to come mow your grass? Probably a man. Who's going to change your oil? Probably a man. Who's going to change your tire? Probably a man. Are you going to go ask the bear to do it? Yeah. I'm going to go vote for the bear because he has a D on him? Probably. I mean, they even said that. If the water had a D on it, they would vote for it because they're that stupid. It's just so freaking stupid. I never want to be in politics. I never wanted to get into politics, and now, look at me. All I do is talk about politics. But, like, you can't even own a damn small business because of this shit. Like, I think this year's a pretty good year. It's been stable with the amount of students and people have had. I've lost some and gained some kind of thing. And I haven't blown my money, but tax season is going to come right around the fucking corner, 4 or 5 months away. And now we're married, it might be a little bit different, but last year I had to pay a fee. I wasn't supposed to get taxed, but because I own a small business, I had to pay money in. And then, your truck insurance is due because that's mandatory, and your car insurance and whatever else you have, and it's like taxes and all that shit. It's fucking frustrating. I sent you pictures about all that. What's your thoughts on Gracie Jiu-Jitsu? Their father, like the original guy, he was smarter than smart. Like he has a lot of good brain cells. I don't think he's alive anymore. I think he's dead. He was really smart. Like he trained all over America, all over the world. They have some good stuff. I'm not knocking them. They're not anything related to Taekwondo, but if you're trying to do a school or something that's Gracie Jiu-Jitsu, it's probably the best to do. To my knowledge, it's not traditional. So traditional would be, like, in my opinion, a step up in the sense of a little bit more values. Them kind of go towards the MMA, UFC stuff, which I think kind of waters everything down and fucks everything up. But I don't have a problem with any of them people. Like, I don't know them or anything, but based on the things I've read and seen, I knew the father was really, really smart. Like, he studied, I think he was Brazilian, if I'm not mistaken. He studied with some good people. Like, he was really well taught. I actually have in my studio. You walk in, there's actually a quote from, I don't know if it's from the son or from the father, but it has a quote, and I can't even remember what the quote is, but it's a quote from one of them. They have some good stuff, but it depends on what you're training for and what you're doing. If you're training to do judo or jiu-jitsu competitions, yeah, I'll go with them. But if you're training for self-defense, I would say do traditional karate or traditional taekwondo if you're trying to do self-defense stuff. The other stuff is way different. Each one has their own set area to be good in, I guess. Like, for example, taekwondo, we don't do ground stuff. Like, I might play with the kids and, like, we might do certain things on the ground, but usually it's all how to defend yourself really quickly and get out of the situation. there's a video of back to the political bullshit of a lady. There was like two clips together, and the one lady said that her boyfriend made $100,000 at Chick-fil-A, and that he was rich. You know, he made good money at Chick-fil-A, and like the comment section is hilarious because if you make $100,000, you're a general manager, or you're like HR or some shit like that. How long? I've been training since I was 13, so I started literally like 3 weeks after my birthday. I started there. So I'm 27 now. So 14 plus years I've been doing it. And before that, I tried out karate when I was younger. I didn't like it when I was like 5. My granddad taught me how to box, and I just played around with him and punched the hell out the punching bag we had. But then I started Taekwondo and stayed at that school forever. So I've been there 13 plus 13 is 26, yeah. 14 years, a little bit over 14 years. Owned it for almost 6 years. A lot of stories I could tell about Taekwondo. And I was trained by two high ups, two grandmasters. White people, but one, the wife's 8th degree and the husband was 9th degree. And I was trained by met some other cool people and really good people that trained with us and came and done seminars and stuff. Yeah, so most of my life I've been doing it. And there's different types of Taekwondo. I do ITF, the original Taekwondo. But back to the thing of, yeah, like general manager, you make $100,000. The lady was like 21, 22. I'm like, you're not general manager at that age. Other versions. So you have ITF, which is what I am, International Taekwondo Federation, and then they split up. Then some people wanted to change it a little bit, and they made WTF, which is what the fuck? No, it's World Taekwondo Federation. And them two are the main ones. In the Olympics, you mainly see WTF people, or at least they are certified by WTF. So my instructor was actually certified in certain certifications like sparring and competition stuff by WTF, and then ITF, he was mainly, most of his black belts came from ITF, original ITF, up in Vermont. He actually trained up there in Vermont, up in Canada, where General Hai actually retired and died at. The other one is KTA, Korean Taekwondo Association. Kind of similar to WTF, but they do their own thing. Kind of, it's hit and miss in America. There's in certain places, but it's like similar to Kutso Wan. It's kind of all the same thing, but WTF and ITF are the two main versions that you see. Most people around here in the South are WTF. Up in like the northern past New York, all up there is all ITF, and then it's hit and miss everywhere else. ITF mainly goes over more realism. It's actually the Korean art of self-defense, and I would say more realism and more like if you're getting kidnapped, what to do kind of situation. WTF does teach that stuff, but mainly it goes over competition stuff. Their patterns are a lot faster. Their forms they have to do, their kicks are a lot faster because it's you're getting graded on how fast you can do it. It's not per se what you're gonna do in real life. Which I'm not knocking all that shit. Like I've met people that do WTF and are really good at what they do, but it's a different version. You have the realism, and then you have the competition standard, which is all different. Yeah, it is. I say that to kids all the time, and you have like 10 or 11-year-olds that just like look at you and like, what does that mean? And I'm like, for Taekwondo purposes, what does it mean? Because my patch, I have a patch on my jacket, and it says ITF, and then um, my instructor had like Korean Taekwondo on the back of hers, but we actually had a big sign, and I still have the flag. It says WTF on it, and it says World Taekwondo Federation, because my instructor had a certification from them. I took a summer Korean instructor almost 40 years ago now. Had no idea what type mine was. Korea has a lot of different martial arts. Kutsa One, all the all the taekwondos. They have traditional taekwondo, which is not really in America. It's mainly just over there. But the crazy thing about like Korea and all that shit is their gym classes. A lot of like the not I wouldn't say poorer places, but I guess the lower part of the Korea place is a lot of their gym classes is taekwondo. They train a lot of the kids over there train in taekwondo. It could be WTF, it could be ITF. It's a lot of it's WTF now, but because the headquarters I think is still in Canada if I'm not mistaken, because that's where he retired at. Because he was living in Korea, then he moved to the Philippines. That's where he made his first. Because he was in the military, he officially made it there. Then he officially moved to Canada and made it there because the Chinese or the Korean government got mad at him for training people not the way they wanted to. Fun fact, well, history is the reason why one of the reasons why my instructor moved down here is when he was in the 90s when he kind of wanted to semi-retire because he could. He wanted to move to South Carolina, and he actually went to Georgia a few times and did a competition, and that's where he met David Guthrie, which is a instructor. He's a fourth degree black belt also, and he met his instructor, and they did WTF, and then they kind of did agreements and did certifications like I test you, you test me kind of thing, and trade certifications because he wanted a testing certification, and so from there, that's why he moved to South Carolina, and then David started training with him. So David was WTF certified, and then also ITF certified and trained by my instructor. So I'm gonna have to end it pretty soon because my battery's about. It just notified me it's about to die. Um, if you want TLR, if you want to do a live stream together, we can try to set that up maybe tomorrow or at least this weekend. I don't know what I'm doing tomorrow, but I'll text you. Try to get. I'll text Redbone tomorrow when he's off work or call him and see if I can get his ass on the stream maybe this weekend and just talk about whatever because this is fun as hell. I didn't know YouTube allowed me to do this now. I guess since I hit so many subs, I'm allowed to do it. And then hopefully tomorrow I have some good cigars. I bought two other ones at the store. Um, one's called Bone Shaker, and the other one's Mark Train. I can't even say his fucking name. Okay, I might be able to do for a bit. I never done a live. You never done it with Freedom? You never done any of that? I didn't know if you guys did. I know he had sometimes 3 or 4 people on the stream when he did it at the house. Like, I'm not forcing you to if you don't want to. I think it'd be fun though for all of us to bullshit and talk, have like a group chat. When I first signed into here, it says every time, do you want to have people request in, request out? Like, you have to do certain things. So I can play with it maybe tomorrow and look up what I have to do. But I got you. Okay. Well, we can have some fun maybe. Definitely this weekend. Especially if the weather's going to be like this, I can sit out here and smoke a cigar and talk with you guys and bullshit and try to definitely get Redbone on. And if Tech T you want to get on too, no problem with me. Let's fucking do it. The thing is, every now and then there's a third person that pops on, then it goes off. Third person pops on, so I know the government's listening to me. I'm gonna shut our shit down. Yeah, okay, yeah, that stream. I remember that stream. Yeah, I remember that. Oh, man, that's been fucking 2 years ago. He had some, I remember some of his streams. Most of them are probably deleted now, but I think back and like, that was 3, 4 years ago now. That's been fucking, yes, I was gonna say that, but I wasn't gonna say that too. I remember that because that's why I did the live stream. They came and asked about guns and shit, and you guys were just like, I don't know what you're talking about. I was in the comments the whole time. Yeah, I think I watched the whole stream from start to finish. Oh, my knees are hurting tonight. I don't know if that candle keeps the bugs away. I tried to light that fucking mosquito repellent, but it didn't do anything. It didn't light. I don't know if it's old or what. I'll have to light the other one maybe tomorrow. I'm gonna spray some more, kill all of them. It's nice and cool, so mosquitoes wasn't a problem tonight. Yeah, it does. 3-2-3-2. It always goes like that. Yeah. You think it's the NSA Tech T or the government's watching us or someone's just scrolling past? I really need to have another cookout maybe down in Tennessee next time. Okay. Yeah. And live stream it. Make everyone famous. Alright, I'm gonna go before my phone dies. I'm gonna go put it on the charger. It's been fun. I'll let the processing and I'll publish this video for anyone that wants to go through. But I'll text you guys tomorrow. Tech T, if you want to join, let me know. I think you have my number, my whatever. If you want make beef fajitas, try that outside. Just kill it. Outside skillet is more tender than inside. Okay. I think I'm getting old. My fucking knees killing me. All right, I'm signing off. I'll see you guys later. You guys have a great one.